She said, "We're not posting couple photos anymore. It's nobody's business." I agreed. Then she posted with her guy best friend the next day. Her panic when I posted with her roommate an hour later. Original post. I, 29 male, am what you'd call a steady guy. I'm a software engineer. I like simple, logical systems. I like code that compiles, coffee that's strong, and relationships that are honest. My girlfriend of 2 years, Alara, 27, doesn't like simple systems. She likes options and drama. She's an aspiring influencer, which should have been red flag one. She lives with her roommate, Kira, 27, who is the opposite. Kira's a veterinary tech. Quiet. No BS, usually covered in pet hair. Then there's Reese, 28M. Reese is the guy best friend. The one every guy reading this knows. The one I've been told don't ever worry about. He's like my brother. A brother who she texts at 1 a.m. A brother who she has weekly friend dates with that she dresses way up for. I try to be cool. I really did. But my gut was screaming every time I brought it up. Liam, you're being so insecure. It's a bad look. Are you trying to control me? It's just Reese. God, you're suffocating me. I need friends. The gaslighting was constant. I was the bad guy. The jealous, controlling boyfriend. My friends were sick of hearing about it. I was sick of thinking about it. Then, last week, Alara sits me down on my sofa. She has her serious face on. "Babe," she says, all soft. "I've been thinking. I feel like our relationship is too public. All the posts, the tags, it just attracts weird energy. I think we should just be us." I'm confused. "What do you mean?" "Like, let's just stop posting couple photos. Let's keep what we have private. For us. It'll be so much more special, don't you think? It's nobody else's business." She framed it as a new level of intimacy, a test of our trust. My internal logic board was flashing red. It's a trap, but I just nodded. "Okay, Alara, if that's what you want. Privacy is good. Nobody's business." She beamed. "I knew you'd understand." That was Tuesday. It is now Wednesday. I'm on my lunch break, scrolling Instagram. And there it is. A new post from Alara. From today. It's her and Reese. At a winery. They're clinking glasses. His arm is slung low around her waist, and her hand is on his chest. The caption. "Some connections just feed your soul. Sparkling heart, so glad you're in my life. Hashtag besties, hashtag soul food, hashtag vibes." I just stared. The hypocrisy was so bright it was blinding. This wasn't a friend pic. This was a new relationship launch. She wanted our relationship private, so this relationship could be public. She played me. She thinks I'm a total idiot. She thinks I'm just going to sit here, respecting her privacy, while she soft launches her new man. My hands were shaking. Not with rage. With clarity. The system had a bug. Time to debug. Here's the thing. I'm not an idiot. And I'm not the only one who's sick of Alara's crap. I've been comparing notes. With Kira. For the last 2 weeks. It started when I went to pick Alara up, and she wasn't ready. Kira was in the kitchen, looking exhausted. "Hey," I said. "Hey, Liam. She'll be another 20 minutes. Her and Reese are on a vision call in her room." She said his name with so much venom. I just looked at her. "You're sick of him too, aren't you?" Kira just sighed. "He ate my last yogurt cup, and he doesn't pay for the Wi-Fi he's always on. And, Liam, she's a terrible roommate. And a worse friend." That opened the floodgates. Kira was tired. Tired of Alara's lies. Tired of covering for her. Tired of Reese being at their apartment, eating her food, and them leaving messes. Tired of Alara being 2 to 3 weeks late on her half of the rent every month, forcing Kira to cover it. We realized we were both being played. Alara was using Kira for a cheap place to live and using me for, well, everything else. So, when I saw that winery photo, I just took a screenshot. I sent it to Kira. My text, "The soul connection pic is live." Her reply, 10 seconds later. I saw. "What a joke. Are we doing this?" Me, "I'm on my way." Kira, "The lease is on the table." I left work. Drove to their apartment. Kira let me in. Alara wasn't home. "She's still at the winery," Kira said, rolling her eyes. "Good. Kira and I have been talking about this. I've been wanting to move out of my pricier 1-bedroom. Kira's been desperate to get Alara, who's technically on a month-to-month sublet from her, off the lease. Kira, the primary leaseholder, had already talked to the landlord. He's fine with a roommate swap as long as the rent is paid. I signed a new lease agreement. I wrote Kira a check for the deposit and first month's rent. It was the easiest, most logical transaction I've ever made. Then we took a photo, me and Kira, in her living room. Big, genuine smiles on our faces. We're holding up our respective copies of the new lease. It's not a romantic pic. It's a business partner's pic. A We Won pic. I posted it an hour after Alaris. My caption, excited for a new chapter. Turns out I needed some privacy of my own. Officially moving in with the new roomie this weekend. Couldn't ask for a better or more honest partner. Winking face hashtag upgrade hashtag lease hashtag new beginnings. I hit post. I tagged Kira. We sat on the sofa. We didn't even have time to open the beers we'd bought. My phone. Her phone. Beezes is thee. Beezes is thee. Beezes is thee. Beezes is thee. A storm. Comments on my post. WTF? Is that Alara's roommate? OMG Liam. Comments on her post. Wait, aren't you with Liam? This is shady. And then the calls. From Alara. To my phone. Miss call. Miss call. Miss call. Then texts. Delete that. Now, what is wrong with you? Are you with Kira? In my apartment? Liam. Answer me. Why would you do this to me? You know how I feel about privacy. I'm on my way. You better be gone. Kira looked at me over her phone. She's texting me, too. You backstabbing snake. You're trying to steal my boyfriend. I just took a sip of my beer. Steal who? I'm single. And you're just my new roommate. Kira grinned. This is going to be messy. Yep, I said. But at least it'll be logical. Update 1. It's been a week. I'm writing this from my old apartment, surrounded by boxes. The move is this weekend. And yes, it got messy. So, about 20 minutes after the post, Alara burst through the apartment door. She must have broken speed limits. Reese was with her. He looked confused, like a golden retriever who just got yelled at. Kira and I were still on the sofa. We didn't move. Alara was vibrating. Her face was splotchy red. What is this? She shrieked, holding up her phone, showing my post. It's a picture, Alara, I said calm, of me and my new roommate. You're new. You're moving in with her. She pointed at Kira like she was something she'd scraped off her shoe. Yep, we just signed a lease. This is MY apartment. Kira finally spoke up, her voice sharp. No, Alara. It's my apartment. My name is primary on the lease. You've been subletting from me, and you've been a nightmare. You're late on rent, you and She gestures at Reese. Eat my food, and I'm done. Your 30-day notice is on your door. Alara's jaw unhinged. She hadn't even seen the legal notice Kira had taped to her bedroom door. You planned this. You were sleeping with him, she screamed at Kira. Nope, Kira said, popping a chip in her mouth. But I'm taking his half of the rent, which I know he'll pay on time. Unlike you. This isn't about rent, you snake. This is about him. Alara whirled on me. You're breaking up with me. For her? After I specifically asked for privacy? You did this to humiliate me. This was the part I'd been waiting for. The full 180-degree victim flip. Let's be logical, Alara, I said, standing up. First, I broke up with you in my head the moment you posted a picture of your soul connection with his hand on your ass. Reese actually flinched. Hey man, it wasn't like that. Shut up, Reese. Second, I continued, I'm not dumping you for her. I'm dumping you because you're a gaslighting cheater. Kira just happens to be the person you also screwed over, who had a spare room. It's efficient. Alara just broke. All the influencer poise cracked. You're evil. Both of you. You're kicking me out? I'll be homeless. You have 30 days, Kira said. Maybe Reese has a spare room. Reese suddenly found the ceiling fascinating. My place is, it's just a studio, Alara. It's really small. The look of pure panic that crossed Alara's face. Oh, it was revealing. This soul connection didn't come with a 2-bedroom apartment. You can't do this, she yelled. I'll sue you. Both of you. For what? Kira asked. Violating the no posting couple pics rule you set? Or for legally ending a month-to-month sublet? This is my home. My stuff is here. My custom-built bookshelf. Ah, the bookshelf. This is the artifact of our relationship. I'm a software engineer, but my hobby is woodworking. I built her this massive, floor-to-ceiling, solid walnut bookshelf. It's her main backdrop for all her book talk and shelfie posts. It's intricate. It's beautiful. I spent about $1,200 on the wood alone, not to mention 60 hours of labor. The bookshelf I built. I asked. You gave it to me. It was a gift. Was it? I don't remember it that way. I remember you promising to pay for the materials, and then just not. You're bringing up money? Now, you're going to take my bookshelf too? You're a monster. I'm a monster who wants his $1,200 bookshelf. Add it to the list of things you need to figure out in the next 30 days. Now, Kira and I have to plan the move. You should probably go. Alara and Reese just stood there, stunned. Reese, to his credit, tried one more time. Look, can't we all just talk this out? She's passionate. She's a liar, Kira said. And I'm done, I said. Please get out of your new roommate's apartment. The emphasis on new did it. Alara let out a sound like a dying animal and stormed out, Reese scrambling after her. I thought that was it. Nope. 2 days later, I get an email. Not from Alara. For her father. Her dad is a small-time personal injury lawyer. It was a formal-looking PDF. A cease and desist and letter of demand. It was a work of art. It accused me of intentional infliction of emotional distress for my callous and humiliating Instagram post. Conspiracy to commit fraudulent eviction with Kira. Unlawful conversion of her personal property, the bookshelf. It demanded I immediately A. Cease all plans to move into the apartment, B. Pay Alara $10,000 in damages for her distress, and C. Issue a public apology. If I didn't comply in 48 hours, he would pursue all legal remedies. I stared at it. $10,000 for being cheated on and then moving. The entitlement was breathtaking. I forwarded the email to Kira. She texted me back 2 minutes later. My aunt is a partner at big, scary law firm. She hates bullies, and she loves pro bono family cases. Wanting to have her send one back. Yes, I do. This just got logical and a lot more fun. Final update. It's been 2 months. I'm writing this from the sofa in my new/old apartment. Kira is in the kitchen making tea. The solid walnut bookshelf is against the far wall, covered in her plants and my vintage game consoles. It looks right. So the legal threats. Kira's aunt, Celeste, is not a small-time PI lawyer. She's a high-powered corporate litigator who apparently lives for this kind of family drama. She drafted a letter that was terrifying. It was 10 pages. It included a very detailed breakdown of state tenant sublet law and how Alara's 30-day notice was not only legal but generous. A copy of Alara's month-to-month sublet agreement, which she had clearly never read. A motion to dismiss any frivolous claims, and a threat to countersue Alara's father personally for abuse of process, and to file a formal complaint with the state bar for using his legal standing to intimidate a private citizen on behalf of his daughter in a domestic dispute. As for the bookshelf, it included my receipts for the $1,200 of lumber and a screenshot of a text from Alara saying, OMG, I'll totally pay you back for the wood next month. I'm just a little short RN. From 18 months ago, it concluded by stating that any further contact from him or Alara would be considered harassment. The silence from Alara's dad was absolute. He dropped it instantly. This, however, meant Alara had to actually move. The 30 days were a trip. She tried everything. First, she tried to get Kira's landlord to void our new lease. She called him crying, saying Kira and I were ganging up on her and forcing her out. The landlord, who Kira has paid on time for 5 years, basically told her, your sublet is with Kira. I approved a new tenant. It's not my problem. Then, she tried to turn our mutual friends against me. She posted a long, tearful Instagram story from her car, mascara running, about how some people, me, are vindictive and cruel, and how she made one mistake and I ruined her entire life. This backfired, because while she was crying, Reese posted a pic of his own with another girl. He had apparently also been gaslighting Alara. The soul connection was just one of many. Our mutual friend saw this. They saw her winery pic, then my post, then Reese's new girl. Alara didn't look like a victim. She looked like she placed a bad bet and lost. Move out day. This was the grand finale. Kira and I were both there to supervise. Alara showed up. Not with her dad. Not with Reese. With two random guys from a TaskRabbit app. She was quiet, sullen, defeated. They moved her boxes, her clothes, her makeup, her 500 gratitude journals. Then she got to the bookshelf. She just stood in front of it. I'm taking it, she said, her voice small. No, Alara, I said, not moving from the armchair. We've been over this. It's not yours. It's mine. It's part of me. It's part of my bank account, I said. And my weekend. It's staying. Please, Liam, she tried. Actual tears now. Don't do this. It's the only good thing I have. This was the one moment. I almost felt bad. Almost. Then Kira spoke up. The only good thing you had, Alara. But you didn't pay for it. Just like you didn't pay your rent on time. Just like you didn't respect me or Liam. It's not yours. The movers are waiting. Get your last box and go. Alara just crumpled. She looked at me. I hate you. I hate you. Understood, I said. My favorite response. She grabbed her last box and walked out the door. Didn't look back. The aftermath. So me and Kira were roommates. And it's easy. It's so easy. We split the bills 50-50 on the dot. We have a chore wheel. We watch old movies. We don't have to guess what the other is thinking. Turns out when you survive a mutual narcissistic friend, you have a lot to talk about. It's not some fiery, dramatic romance. It's better. It's calm. It's respectful. We're happy. Genuinely. The revenge wasn't just the post. The post was just the first domino. The real revenge was me and Kira building a peaceful, stable, honest life, using the space Alara left behind. The real consequence is that Alara is gone. Heard she's living back with her parents. Her influencer career is not influencing. She's stuck with the consequences of her privacy rule. Reese is who cares. Last night, Kira and I were sitting on the sofa. I was reading. She was scrolling her phone. The bookshelf was behind us, looking solid. You know, she said, she posted again. A long rant about toxic men and fake friends. I said. She's really miserable. I thought about it. I thought about the gaslighting, the lies, the $10,000 demand. I looked at Kira. I looked at our very clean apartment. Good, I said, and I went back to my book.